welcome back to Divekick Infinite. This is Thanos BKC, and I will be playing Kung Pao for this set of matches. This is the Divekick Infinite League matches for June. So Kung versus Dive. Actually, let's talk about the gem selection on Kung first. I choose Kick here because the kick speed is what you use to kind of protect the area in front of you and move a little bit faster. The dive gem extra height doesn't really change Kung's game plan that much, so that you kind of want to go for the kick gem most of the time because it gives you that extra speed for repositioning and also chasing on attacks. The extra height doesn't actually give you that much threat or avoidance because most characters just jump way higher than you, and you already retreat pretty well, and you're not going to be out jumping people with your jump up, so it doesn't really add enough to justify losing the kick speed. Alright, now this match I'm playing against Laffy, who's picked Dive. In this matchup, or as I play Kung normally, I'll try to get in a position where I can threaten with my very long kick, and I'll kind of just wait there. So once I get in a sweet spot where I feel like, okay, I'm close enough to threaten you, but you're a little bit too far to threaten me, I'll wait for them to try to move or build meter or do something, and if I see an opportunity to go for a kill, I will. And so that's going to be my play pattern. There also is the alternate play pattern where I tend to get aggressive, where I'll try to get into a position where I'm really close, and then I'll just go ham for a quick attack, and that's basically just positioning. So once I think we're close, I'll press DK to go for an attack, and that might leave me hanging if they're just jumping out of the way or they got very, very quick reactions. But if they pause a little bit to see what I'm going to do, I'm going to catch them. There is a little lag in this game with Laffy. You'll notice that it is a little bit of choppy, where you're not quite registering all the movement, but it is, for the most part, pretty smooth, so I might not have to adjust my strategy for that. Ooh, I go in for that quick kill and I get headshot. This is pretty bad. I think I might have been sitting around looking for how to use that portal exit I set up. You'll notice that there's a portal above Dive's head in the that I set up earlier, and that's a portal exit from my air special. If I use my air special, I'll enter the portal and I'll exit out the same portal if there is no exit. But if there is an exit, I'll use that exit instead. And when you have an exit on the enemy's side, it makes it so you have kind of a threat to hit them from behind as well. Right there, I kind of use it to try to catch Laffy, but he expects it totally, and unfortunately not able to time the punishment. He kind of just gets that double kill. So it does save him, but he does not get the counter kill. Alright, Laffy is going for these jump ups. I should be looking to punish them. There, I kicked a little bit too early, and a kick from Laffy punishes me instead, but those jump ups, you want to kind of position yourself where you can chase it from far away. If you are too close when he does a jump up, when you do your own jump up, it won't be high enough and they can just kick you, so you want to back up at that point. But if you're at the right distance, you can punish those single empty jumps.
Yes, from above.
You'll notice that if I am too close when he does a jump up, I'll just back up and try to respect his height. Uh-oh. Whenever you hear that sound, that means I hit something on my keyboard that got me out of focus of the game, and I might not have had controls there for just a little bit. I am doing this probing jump at the beginning. I think Laffy's been pretty aggressive this match, and so he kind of wants to move forward every single time, and I'm kind of looking to capitalize on that. Right there, I just come in on a read, and I'm able to get him. But those probing jumps were kind of like, hey, are you still coming in forward? And I can always hit kick if he goes a little bit too far forward. So I'm trying to position myself well, but it looks like Laffy is not letting me do that very easily. Unfortunately, that kick factor activation is at a really bad time. It lets me see him coming in, and I go for the punish and get the headshot as well. Unfortunately for me, I do not follow it up with a chain, but I still have kick factor, so I still feel good here. End up using the portal kick, does not work, but speed of kick factor allows me to get out and find a kill that does work. Alright, so that's the first set. In this set of matches, I'll be playing Laffy for a second set, and every other player I'll be playing for 2 sets. Usually it's a single round robin if there are enough participants, but there weren't that many, so we do double round robins in that case. And so for every player that I play this match, we'll be playing 2 sets. If you haven't watched one of these before, if you are the winner, you have to keep the character. But if you lose the game, you can switch characters even within a set. Only the winner has to keep a character. I end up keeping my character no matter what, just because I'm trying to demo each of the characters. So you'll see me be playing Kung Pao throughout this whole league set of matches. Alright, I set up another kick as exit portal on their side. Whenever I get a cross up and I end up on their side, it is something I look to do. It does kind of forfeit some of my spacing, but it can be a strong option to have it out there. Even if I don't use it, it does provide psychological pressure, although I'm not sure if Laffy is feeling pressured by it. I know that I am whenever there's a portal on my side. Oof, able to get the kick in there before he does his arc. I'm about to get a kick factor here. I could use the portal instead. Oh, I ended up using it on the second jump. And very good defense there by Laffy, just staying away, and I go in for a high jump and he punishes me easily. Alright, there's an example of a quick attack landing. I kind of get in position and just throw out that quick attack. Ooh, very good, what do you call it, parabolic arc by Laffy there, catching me in my movements. Dive's parabolic arc is pretty good at catching that gliding movement from Kung Pao, although it does use a lot of meter. When you're playing Dive against Kung Pao, you kind of want to decide if you want to, use your parabolic arc to show that, to get them to back up and respect you when you have meter. But I think kick factor will be your ultimate game plan because it can provide a bit more kills per, I guess, meter used.
Yes, from above. Round 1, Divekick. Iteration limit reached.
So I guess as Kung here, I'm kind of moving forward, and Laffy is moving forward at the same time, and he's pretty aggressive. So I'm not quite sure I'm getting to the spots I need to, and it's causing this positioning where I'm too close, and I kind of have to go into another kickback to adjust. The proper spacing that I want is where Dive can't really do a quick attack on me, but I can do a quick attack on him that's very hard to react to. And so it's not really a neutral spot, it's a spot where I actually have the advantage, and I'm hoping to force them to move, and then I can react to whatever move they do. Fortunately, my positioning against Laffy hasn't been great, so there's positions where he does a jump up, I'm not able to punish it because I'm too close. I've been trying to go for some quick attacks that, frankly, Laffy's just been reversing and countering. This is a good spot. Oh, I think I was looking for his kick factor activation kick. I'm not able to find it, but still able to play decent enough defense where I catch him coming in from a very high and long kick. Whenever a character is one kick away from activation, it's a good time to get a read attack in there, because they're more likely to build meter than not. And if you can read that pattern, it can be an easy kill for you, and not only that, it will turn the tables because you also knock out all their meter. There I'm just reading him coming in, being aggressive, and I just go for a yellow kick of my own, which can reach his forward movement. Oh no. Okay, so I'm looking for a kickback there, and I was going to aim for a headshot on the landing kickback, except he just comes straight forward. I do not expect it, and I get tagged when I could have had an easy kill. In the meantime, I kind of looked at that kick and I thought, wow, that's a very unsafe kick, but I got to realize that I do have meter to set up a kind of a portal bait where I kick, and I bait them to try to punish me, and then I go into the portal to avoid their attack and come out of it to punish them instead. I do it again, and able to get the kill. Alright, good games to Laffy. This next set will be against Mostillist. Let's see who he picks. Is it Jafeli? Is it Markman? Ooh, Kenny? Nope, teasing. Looks like it is Markman.
Select your gems.
Alright, so still sticking with Kick in this matchup. I feel like Kung has the edge over Markman because they both have similar angles, but Kung is a lot faster. She doesn't have a startup like Markman does, and she actually kicks faster at a more horizontal angle.
From above.
And so while Markman does have
Round one.
item digs, I don't really care too much about most of it except for spring and glue. And then whenever he digs, Kung Pao is fast enough to try to catch him when he's digging for items. So if you get close enough and just watch for him to dig, you can punish him if he does dig. So right there, I think Markman had a slight moment to kind of escape, but it is very close. Basically what I'm trying to do as Kung is I'm trying to get close enough where I can punish a dig, and I'm going to watch him go for one. You notice that Markman's doing a lot of neutral jumps. Able to catch that startup there with my kick factor speed. But if Markman does a lot of neutral jumps, punishing his landing isn't necessarily safe. If Markman decides to kick out of his neutral jump and you're going for a landing punish, he will hit you, and a lot of times in the head. So just know that punishing Markman's neutral jump is a little bit harder when you're Kung, because you have that horizontal nature and he can change his fall into horizontal nature as well and catch you coming in. Not only that, you do have to watch out for Markman's just frame. When he kicks at the top of the jump, he'll have some extra speed to it. And it doesn't happen often, but it is something you need to be wary of, because that's one of Markman's, let's just say, more unpredictable tools that can catch you a lot if you're not wary or understand that it can happen. So far, no lightning kicks just yet. But as Kung, I'm just going to push Markman back. If he ends up kicking backwards, I'm going to follow him back to his corner. In the meantime, I'm going to look for a stray dig so I can punish those. And if he jumps up and gets to the top of his kick, I may have to jump back to respect the lightning kick. If he does throw out glue, I'm just going to back up and make him try to build meter through it while I build meter from behind. If gas comes out, I don't really care. You don't really need your specials. It's nice to have meter, but it's not necessary. Ooh. I barely escaped that. If that was a lightning kick, it would have caught me for sure. Risky punish there on the landing, but I've been noticing that Markman is doing a lot of jump ups and just landing and not kicking at all. So I figured the short distance would allow me to catch his landing without the punish kick. If I do sound a little stuffy, I am a bit congested, so hopefully that doesn't sound too horrible on the video. Alright, going for a character switch for the last game of the set. Let's see who he goes with. Kenny? I was thinking about it earlier. Nope, S-Kill. Alright, so Kung against S-Kill. This is kind of like the redacted matchup where Kung has to adjust her movement and kicks to make sure that she does not kick too high. S-Kill's parry is the option here if she does kick too high, and that will lead to a headshot. So I'm going to try to keep my kicks below waist level and even my movement forward, just because if I kick too high, S-Kill can decide to kind of put himself in front of my kick and then slam that parry button to catch me. Obviously, if S-Kill's in the air, I can kick higher, but for the most part, I'll want to keep it low. I'll also want to pressure S-Kill. S-Kill's meter is much more important than my meter, and whenever a character has better meter than you do, you want to be the one making it hard for them to build. Ooh, that was a bit high. I think S-Kill could have gone for the parry there.
Fraud detection warning. Fraud detection warning.
Oh no. I might have done that and was looking to do a portal kick, but S-Kill could have just went for the straight parry there. Kick factor activated, he can see it coming in, but maybe he was wary about me doing a portal kick as well. But either way it works out and I am able to get the sweep, and we move into the next set. I forget to clear the scores here, but hopefully I do it at the beginning of the round. Oh, there it is. Mostillist thinking about Mr. N. Nope, going to dive. Okay, we've seen this matchup before. Probably gonna have the same game plan. I'll have to see if Mostillist is as aggressive as Laffy was, and then I'll have to adjust from there.
This from above. Round 1. Divekick.
Ooh, some incidental kicks there. I'm trying to just reposition right now, get an idea of how Mostillist moves. Oh, that's pretty close. I could have went for a quick attack there. Do not. I ended up doing a cross-up. I put an exit on his side. Able to catch a landing. I was a very good distance there to catch it. In those close positions, dive actually has the advantage. I'm lucky I got a kill there. Oh, I go for the back attack, and my kickback is a punish. Headshot here. I might just go for a very aggressive push. I have 4 wins. He is concussed, so I should be able to just run in for a kill. Oh, okay. Definitely with Mostillist jumping up there, that allows me plenty of time to line up a landing punish. Usually when you're concussed, you do not want to jump up. I'm guessing maybe Mostillist jumped up to try to catch me coming in. In that case, I probably just hit the kick button anyway and do a full commit instead of just leaving yourself to jump up and and fall down. At least if the kick comes, you'll kick into it, and if it doesn't and you're falling, they can't just quickly adjust for a headshot. Obviously, they might get you with a headshot as you're coming in, but I feel like at least you have the upside of actually getting a kill if they do come in at the wrong timing.
Round 3.
Ooh, I get catch Mostillist there standing for a little bit.
Round 4.
Okay, that's perfect distance. Oh, I might have been going for a portal kick there. Whenever I see myself doing a kick from very far away, that doesn't seem very safe. I must be trying to set up a portal bait, where I try to kick towards them, try to get them to kick me, and enter the portal and counter them instead.
Round 6.
Okay, he's got a meter for arc now. I have to respect that. Ooh. I think I moved forward there trying to do my my portal bait kick again. He didn't do anything, and I kind of just land, but I probably should have entered my portal anyway because it was not safe. I could have gone for a regular punish there. I ended up doing a portal punish instead, but yeah, he jumped up at the wrong time, and when you do that, you're gonna get caught. I think even with velocity, there's a lot of timings and positions where I can still catch it. Dive's only chance is to try to velocity out of that, but looks like Mostillist did not take that option. Most of the time, velocity is not that good against Kong because her kick is so good at chasing the landing down at I guess a high height.
Singular Matrix. Round 3.
Alright, let's see if I can get a second headshot here. Just barely missed. I do have an exit on his side. I gotta remember that that's there. Looks like I'm looking to try to use it. Ooh, just a... Yeah, whenever there's a speed differential, if the person who's slower jumps up, it allows the faster character to get in a position to hit that landing, especially aim for a headshot as well. I just go for the big kick, the big chase down with kick factor. It can go pretty far. And able to sweep this set.
Select your character.
Next competitor is TacBac. I think he normally plays Sensei and Eskil. Looks like he's going with Mark by this time. We have seen this before, so yep, same game plan. Gonna try to look for the digs, the item digs, try to punish them. In the meantime, get in a position where I'm close enough to push Markman back.
This from above. Round 1.
Looks like TacBac going with the Guy Fieri Markman colors. Hole. I do not want to be in that hole. I'll just kind of want to wait it out. Markman could go in the hole if he wants to. I'll just build some meter in the meantime. He ends up kicking over, and very easy punish on my side.
Round 3. Divekick.
Oh. I end up jumping a little bit too early, and I jumped the wrong way. And so I just kick away just to be safe. Looks like I'm just building up for kick factor here. I bait him with a jump. He ends up jumping himself too and kicks on his way down, and easy punish for myself.
4. Divekick.
I probably didn't want to move forward past the spring there. It was much just safer just threatening from far away with the kick factor.
Detection warning. Fraud detection.
As you can see, it chased down that kickback from Markman as he got to the wall, so very good speed. That portal kick allowed me to delay just enough to where Markman actually was in a position where I can punish. First set goes down. First game goes down. Looks like TacBac will stick with the Markman pick.
Round 1. Divekick.
Ooh, I'm moving forward. Try to catch the dig. A little bit too far though. We dance in the oil a bit.
Round 2. Divekick.
Okay. I slide forward a little bit. I use the ground special to stop my momentum from the slide. Whenever you hit ground special, it causes you to do a backflip, which gives you backward, very small backward movement, but it will kill the oil slide.
Round 4. Divekick.
Oh, I just missed the dig. I kind of read that he was going for a dig, but I tried to go for that very long kick, but a little bit too slow.
Fraud detection warning.
Round 5. Divekick.
Oh, and I just go for the portal kick to finish.
Fraud detected.
Is TacBac gonna switch for this last game of the set? Nope, gonna be Markman this whole set.
Round 1. Divekick.
Alright, move forward a little bit. I see him dig. I got him back on the corner now. Looks like I'm just building meter. Looks like Markman is not doing us nothing really threatening, so... Oh! That was definitely a read on my part. I jumped up for that kick and committed to that kick way before I saw Markman go for the dig. Yeah, just bait with the jump up. Markman's up coming in, getting a second headshot. Ooh. Don't time the kick enough for that third headshot, but still in a good position here with kick factor still. Plenty of kick factor left. Yeah, it's so fast there. I might go for a portal kick with the very small amount of meter I got here. We'll see if it happens.
Round 5. Divekick.
Yep. Fortunately, Markman read the play, just jumps up and gets out of the way. I set up another exit portal. Don't want to move past the spring, but I will move past the gas. And a bit too many empty jumps from Markman. Able to catch him on the landing there.
Fraud detected.
I did note that trying to punish Markman's empty jump can be unsafe, but if you notice a pattern where the player is landing a lot and not going for the kick, you can come in and land those landing punishes. TacBac moving over to Uncle Sensei. I do know this matchup really well from the other side. I do know Uncle Sensei versus Kung. I played a lot of matches with a very good Kung player named Insomniac, and Kung definitely has the advantage. The pace you want to punish is both Kung and Uncle Sensei have this glide type movement. Uncle Sensei has the glide type movement with half of his kicks because of his stance dancing. But Uncle Sensei's glide movement is much slower, and his hitbox is much bigger when he lands. So you want to look for that slow dive punch that lands in a handstance, and you want to aim a little bit higher because his kickback in that stance is very, very shallow. It doesn't go back far enough, and you can cover a lot of options by just aiming high. Obviously, if you can kick him just as he's kicking, that's definitely the better option. As far as headshots go, trying to chain Uncle Sensei is pretty hard because he can control the position of his head. So I normally just go for regular kills if I do end up headshotting Uncle Sensei.
Round 6.
Alright, high as a kite, man. Alright. Hey, stay calm. Alright.
So that me jumping back as he jumps up is just respecting that horizontal attack by Uncle Sensei. If you're not careful, he can just get above you and then use the threat of his second angle to headshot you. And if you get headshot, Uncle Sensei does have the ability to chain that.
Rechain.
Okay, kick factor is very good for me here.
Kung Pao wins.
Kung Pao with kick factor is very, very strong. And Uncle Sensei, when I'm playing the other side, I like to save a super jump for when that happens. And I try to just wait out the kick factor. If they actually push me back to the wall, then I'll do a super jump and decide do I go over and past them or if I just land. Either way, I'll mill a lot of meter or drain from their kick factor. Oh, I think I tried to go for punish there, but ended up hitting my ground special instead.
Round 2. Divekick.
Shane.
Oh, so Uncle Sensei has this. Whenever he does a stance, it moves his hitboxes very drastically. So if you time it at the right moments, it can look like Uncle Sensei is dodging kicks that should have hit him.
Round 4. Divekick. Headshot.
Alright, headshot going into a fraud detection. It's a pretty good spot for me.
Detection warning.
Round 5. Divekick.
Here we go. Alright now.
Fraud detected.
Yep. Uncle Sensei's kick is extra slow when he's concussed, so you don't really have to worry too much about a quick attack coming out from him.
Yes, from above. Round 1. Divekick.
Alright.
You can see I'm taking these far lunges whenever he does that kickback, and that's because I want to take as much space as possible, and that's usually pretty safe unless he does a kick very early. But as soon as he starts descending,
Round 3.
if he ends up doing his dive punch, it'll be in front of or under my kick anyway, so I'm able to take all that space whenever he does that.
Round 4. Divekick.
Bankruptcy.
Alright, about to get a kick factor here.
5. Divekick. Perfect.
I end up going under there. That might not have been very safe if he ends up kicking early, but that's a high risk play on his side as well. But I figure with kick factor as extra speed, I can actually get under and then hopefully chase him as he kicks away.
Select your
Alright, this last set of matches will be against Hanson. Hanson's running Mr. N right now.
Select your gem.
He's also a very good Kung player himself, so he does understand Kung's strengths and weaknesses. In this matchup, I'll be trying to control the space in front of Mr. N. I want to keep kicking and threatening that space because
Yes.
Mr. N wants to kind of get close to you, jump up, and then use that height leverage to stay above and line up a headshot or whatever he can. But in order for him to get above you, he has to get closer. And so he'll try to walk up towards you pretty quickly and then get a high jump off. Now, you will notice that I will be aiming a lot higher in this matchup because Mr. N's jump up is really, really fast. And I tend to be on the safe side, where if I kick too low and he gets above it, he'll be able to hit you. And so I try to basically cover the jump up option and hope Hanson jumps into it. Whenever Mr. N does go up and he has a lot of meter, you have to respect that he can pause whenever he wants. I'll usually try to be defensive and just let him kind of exhaust his meter. But I know that I'll try to time like if Hanson does a pause, there's a good chance he'll do a kick right afterwards, and I might be timing a lot of kicks to catch that kick coming down. Because if you are trying to do auto reaction, it's still pretty hard to catch Mr. N. So I'll try to read when he does his pause, then I'll just go in for a kick. But we'll see if I can make those successful here. Oof. I go over and I get a little panicky, and Hanson punishes me with a headshot. Ooh. I go for a YOLO kick there, trying to stop Hanson. I figure if I get kicked or kick him, either way, he won't have more time to develop meter. But I was just hoping for not a headshot. I get the best result there and actually get the kill. I had a very delayed retreat there. I was trying to hold it to the last minute to force Hanson to use his pause. And once he's got lower meter, I can be a bit more aggressive at pushing forward with Kung.
No way!
Round 7.
Take that. No, that's
I think I wanted to set up a crack kick somewhere in the middle since I had so much meter. I don't necessarily have to do that. With Kung, I think kick factor and normals are just fine in this matchup. It's mainly the positioning. You want to keep Mr. N from building a lot of meter, and you want to keep that pressure up on him. So you want to be in the spot where you can do that. You notice right from the get-go as Kung, I'll take at least a little step to all the way try to kick him coming forward. I go for the landing punish there because he clearly did not have enough meter to do any type of air tricks. Fortunately, he does have a Nick Pillow and prevents him from being headshot for that first time.
Round 4.
Oh no. Okay, I definitely shouldn't have tried to go for any type of attack there. Unfortunately, I do pay for it with my head. Oh, Hanson had the second headshot there, just pauses out of it. Still able to get the kill though.
Round 6.
Oh. Okay, there I try to time that kick. Unfortunately, I kicked a bit too early, and Hanson's still above my kick. Bit of a read there on my part, reading that he's going to come in with a move forward, and I just YOLO kick it. Oh. Missing a lot of overs. Alright, that one I was a bit more patient. I did my jump up, waited for his meter to run out, and look for the kick. Didn't need him to actually kick, he actually just stayed in there. I was in the air long enough to catch him as he fell.
Select your breed. Select your duds.
Alright, we're going to see a run back of this set.
Yes, from above. Round 1.
Oh no. Okay, that's probably just an input error. Going for a too fast DK, I do my ground special instead of a regular quick kick.
Perfecto. Round 3.
Okay, Hanson's using a bit of the run back to manage the distance. I'm not sure what distance he's looking for there.
Round 4.
I am getting a lot of the, I guess, beginning encounters where he pushes forward and I get that quick YOLO kick. Oh. I go for a quick kick there, miss, and I think I just go into panic mode, try to use all my tools, end up using my portal exit. Ended up working out for me, but I think that I could have been a bit more patient and in control there.
Yes, from above. Round 1.
Oof. Hanson barely misses my leg there, and I'm able to counter kick with a headshot. Oh, I thought I got the landing there. Looks like it turns into a headshot, but I was aiming for the belly on the landing. And Mr. N Concussed is the worst concussed character in the game. His hitbox is so wide to get a regular kill, and his jump back is very, very bad. So luckily I was able to get a second hit there. Second headshot.
Fraud detection.
To have him in that horrible state once again.
Take that.
Ooh. Hanson able to avoid the fraud there.
Alerted.
He's doing really good at just standing there and letting my kicks go over. I should probably try to adjust to aim a little bit lower. That's a little bit lower, but that's a bit more on the kickback. I think I just got kind of lucky there. In case, one more game to sweep the match. Let's see if I can do it.
Yes, from above. Round one. Divekick.
Alright, movement forward, chase a little bit, going over, and finally get a low kick in.
Round two. Divekick.
Hi.
Oh, I should not be doing a counter kick there or even trying to take space back. Just gotta respect the float.
Divekick.
Hi.
Well played by Hanson though.
Ganked.
Round four. Divekick.
Take that. Hi. Hi. No way.
Got a bit aggressive there, trying to hit the belly. Ended up just moving underneath and setting up an exit portal. Do I use it now? Nope.
Ganked.
Round six.
I
Divekick.
will get kick factor here. Okay.
Hi. Take that.
Oh, go over. Do I use portal kick here? Yep. Oh, might have been a bit too obvious with the meter draining out my kick factor that I would use portal kick there. Well played by Hanson on his defense there. Oh, just lose out on a very close kick situation. Hanson might be able to run this back. Let's see how it goes. Oh no! Yeah, if Mr. N does a kickback in the wrong spot, Kung can just chase it all the way down. Anyway, those are my matches for June. I'll see you next time.